Welcome to my Ironman that can't use any weapons or auto-castable magic spells. The ultimate goal? Beat the Colosseum. To do that, I'll need all the help I can get. Sometimes, a quest requires a specific weapon to be equipped to progress. To help achieve my goal, I've come up with a working system to allow me limited uses of quest-specific weapons to progress. For every 30 quest points acquired, I'll be allotted one quest weapon override. This gives me a total of 10 possible overrides over the course of the entire account. However, not every quest is possible for me even still. Let's see how far we can push an Ironman without weapons. Enjoy a heaping helping of fist and kicks. Okay, hi. Before we get started on the current day fist and kicks, we actually have to go back 4 or 5 years to when I started this series at the beginning of COVID or during COVID or something. I don't know. But I have left this account to rot for that long, so we need to do a little bit of catching up. I have lost the first video, but I at least have the second and third videos that we can scrub through really quick to get you guys caught up. And I think the biggest things we really need to know are that I got 30 agility. We went over to Varrock Rooftop, got 40 agility. We went ahead and did some questing, I believe. Priest in Peril we started. We go to the bank. For some reason, we go get a bronze square shield. Couldn't tell you why me 4 years ago thought this was a fantastic idea, but that's what I did. We went into the Ham hideout to get an easy clue scroll, realizing in hindsight this is kind of a waste of time because we ended up on an emote clue that we couldn't do, so I'm kind of avoiding those for now. We went over and did Murder Mystery. We got 30 fire making to unlock something. I don't remember what. It's not Winter Todd. Oh, for Sea Slug. So then we go ahead and do Sea Slug. Then we go ahead and do Portion of Interest. Ignore the Bronze Scimitar and Dagger in my inventory. I have no idea why they're in there. I didn't use them. Promise, hand on the Bible. They're just in the inventory for some reason. We kill the Sour Hog. We bring it back so we can try and skip our Slayer task. Because we get level 13 Slayer. And I think current Slayer task was like Ice Fiends or something. I forget what this is. Ice Warriors, Ice Giants, something like that. One of those. I have no idea. Not too relevant. Then I did a little bit of editing here. We probably don't want to hear it, but maybe I'll give it to you. I did a Falcon Punch on that thing. Then we tried to punch this guy to death with no food in our inventory. Terrible idea, don't do that. So I did the failure thing from Super Smash Bros. Twice, and then I did a full inventory of food to kill this guy to get the key, and then I went back to the Pure Essence, got Priest in Peril, Moritania unlocked, we're good to go. Then I went ahead and bought full Mithril. Not that exciting, honestly, not that useful. We'll probably end up using it for Warriors Guild, maybe. Tried to go to a shield shop, didn't get a shield, but we came together about like this, I believe. We get Biohazard completed, we get the Artie Easy Diary completed over here, and we put an XP lamp on fire making or something, I don't remember why, and that is that. And then on to the next video that I uploaded. We were over at Canifis Agility course, went ahead and got 50 agility over here, and a bunch of Marks of Grace that we could later turn in for our Graceful that you saw, or that you will see in this video. Haha, spoiler. We will go turn those in. We get the Lumbridge Achievement Diary completed. We go over to Horatio, get our Explorer's Ring, and then put this XP lamp into fire making. Again, I have no idea why I did that. Next, we did a little bit of prayer. Big Bones out at the Chaos Altar to get up to like 30 something. And then this is where I cash in my first quest point, quest weapon override. So at time of recording, we have 39 quest points. So I now have 0 quest points override because I had to use Excalibur to... I actually didn't have to use it for Merlin's Crystal, but I do have to end up using it for the Black Knight Titan. So you can see down here, the clock's at 59 minutes down there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then by the time I kill it, it is at 1 hour and 20 minutes. And that was with using the Silverlight the whole time. So we're in for a treat with this account. It took me 21 minutes to kill that thing. But I did it. Moving on. Excalibur back in the inventory. Quest point override 1 point. We are at a total of 0. We cannot do that again. Finished the quest, got some prayer levels, got some defense levels, coolio. Went over here, did the beginning of recipe for disaster, which gave us access to the bank in the basement, and also gave us access to hard leather gloves, which is our bisque glove for now. And then we went ahead and did the Falador Easy Diary. Didn't require too much. Had to go make a mine tiara. Had to go, just do all the Easy Diary stuff. Got that completed for an Explorer's Ring. And then we ended the video on a Slayer task of cow fights that we sort of just AFK'd in a corner. And Bob's your uncle. Not a big deal there. So, you are now caught up to present day. Thank you for sticking with me for the little bit of catch up there. Nothing too crazy. You really didn't miss much. We're in present day now. Hope you enjoy Fist and Kicks. And that catch up brings us here. The infamous spot where everyone uses a bond from the main onto the alt. There we go. 14 days of membership has been acquired on Fist and Kicks. Let us not waste any time. Let's log out. Let's world hop. Let's just go to... we're going to do some TOA, dude. We're going to do some TOA, BRB. Not really. I don't fully know. I haven't made the intro yet. So maybe I shouldn't be recording this, but I'm just too excited. Like, I just want to start. So I have played catch up with you guys up until this point. So you should hopefully know everything that's going on. But I honestly need a bit of a refresher because the videos that I recorded 4 years ago, it was 4 years ago, bro. I don't even know what I had for breakfast yesterday. You know what I mean? So we have some very simple things done. Vampire Slayer, cool. Biohazard. What I'm really curious, surely we got, okay, Fishing Contest, Holy Grail, Merlin's Crystal, Murder, Mystery, Plague City, Priest in Peril, Portion of Interest. We started RFD, good. Sea Slug. Trinome Village has been started. Waterfall Quest. So what, did I get stopped here? I don't believe so. I think we could get Trinome Stronghold done, but the first thing I actually want to do is a bit of a curveball here. So current plan, I might put some graphics up on the screen here, is I actually want to get 50 Thieving. Because when we have 50 Thieving and 50 Agility, we can go into the Rogue's Den, get a Rogue's outfit. Reason I want to get a Rogue's outfit is because at 50 Thieving, we can actually pickpocket these wealthy citizens. And these are kind of cracked. So if you've ever played Leagues, they actually have this, like, trickster-esque mechanic to them where you get to pickpocket them for, 16 pickpockets for free, basically. You won't get interrupted, which is really cool. We do have to do Children of the Sun to get there, but that's fine. Most of the plans for this account actually lie in Varlamore, so I think getting Children of the Sun out of the way first is going to be huge. Another reason is because the Amulet of Strength is easily acquired by those wealthy citizens indirectly, because they give us house keys. And when we get the house keys, we can go into the houses, we can thieve from the, the little, like, wardrobes and jewelry boxes and whatever. And there's a chance, I believe, for it to drop a ruby amulet. That's step 1. For now. I might check out to see if we can get just a raw Amulet of Strength drop from something that makes more sense. But for now, we'll do that. And then we also will have to do Arceus Library to level magic. Because as you know, I am not allowed to use anything that can be auto-casted. So any of the combat magics I'm not allowed to do. The only spells I'm allowed to use are utility, teleports, things of that nature, but I still can't wear a staff. So it's like kind of annoying. I'll have a little bit more of a rune cost, but not a big deal. The other thing that I will be able to do eventually, and hopefully, I don't actually know if this will be possible, Thralls and Vengeance, because both of those spells might allow us to squeak out some of the content we just would otherwise be completely gated out of. And I don't want to be completely gated out of content on this account. I want to be able to try every single possible thing that we can try, barring breaking our preset rules. All right, we get the proverbial show on the road here. Start Children of the Sun. I will be back to you when we're done. Alrighty, easy enough. So Varlamore is unlocked, which is pretty huge for us. I don't think we can really get anything accomplished there at the current moment. So we will probably stick to Lumberjane Varrock for a little bit longer. I think, actually, we might head over to Trinome and see if we can take out the Khazard Warlord with our stats. If we can't, I'm going to have to figure out some alternative. But for now, this is what we're working with. I don't think the Falador shield was mentioned in the catch-up bits. I believe I did that afterwards, and I just never made a video on it 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the hell it was. So we do have Falador shield, we have Lumberjack Diary, we have Artie Diary. So we do have a pretty solid foundation going on. Let me figure out the next step, and I will get back to you. Okay, I figured it out in literally 0.6 seconds. We need to go do Death Plateau. Reason being is because we need climbing boots. Climbing boots are strength bonus. Strength bonus. Sorry. Strength bonus. Strength bonus is good. Let us go work out a way to get Death Plateau done. I believe I can get all of these things relatively simply. Can't make a games necklace because training magic is going to be a pain in the ass. So let us get on with getting on. Another reason why having Lumberjack Diary done relatively early is nice. 1 of 2 energy restores for the day. You get 50% back per recharge. So 100% run per day. Kind of nice for the early game when you have to do a lot of this running around when you don't have all of your teleports unlocked just yet. So I'm doing this as fast as I can with my slow brain. 1 day, 10 hours on the account currently. I need to come over here, get a fly fishing rod, get some feathers so I can get this trout. I've just stumbled upon terrible news. I can't cook the trout that I fish. I need to solve this issue. I did not realize that the balloon event gave you a XP lamp. I thought it was Evil Bob, so I thought it was going to be the fishing event, but it was the balloon event, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll get like a ruby or something. I don't actually know what this goes in, dude. Let me think for a second. I don't actually think it's that big of a deal at this point in the account, but I do think prayer is going to be a problem skill more than anything, because there's not an effective way for me to, you know, kill dragons or get dragon's bones that I know of. My current prayer method, I will hopefully get to show you by the end of this video, isn't going to be too bad. We're going to have a couple of options, I hope, by the end of this video, or maybe the next. But I'll at least allude to what I'm going to be doing for prayer, which is going to be kind of interesting. Definitely a little bit off the beaten path. I needed to cook these mackerel. It's herring, not mackerel, but you know what I mean. So, problem has been solved. I hope. So, let's store all this. I might not actually need to do Gertrude's cat, but I should probably still do it. I don't know. I don't have a huge use for death runes on this account for a long time, so I don't know if getting a cat is really going to be worth it. All I need is 10 trout. If I have to go fish more trout, it is what it is. But I think I should only need about 10 trout to go do Death Plateau, so if we can cook that, we're good to go. Alright, nice and easy, got the 10 trout. So now all we need to do is make an iron bar, which is very simple. We can go do that immediately, and get a pre-made blurb special, which should also be fairly doable. So let us go gather everything and get Death Plateau done. Well, we incidentally got 25 mining, and I forgot to pause recording, so you just watched all that. I get to cut it later in editing. You don't have to worry about it. We now need to go to the Grand Tree so we can grab pre-made blurb special. But first, I'm going to use the most underutilized furnace in the entire game, which is right up here in Artie. So, to all of you Ironmen, if you're like doing a quest and you need to quickly smelt something, you can just run over here and do it. If you have a Falador teleport, obviously Falador is faster, but I don't have that, and I probably won't for a little while. So here we are. Alright, and the exact 50-50. Now we just need to go to the Grand Tree, over to the northwest, and buy this pre-made blurb special, and we are good to go. Alright, 3k attack XP and climbing boots, which we are immediately going to go claim. Can I buy some climbing boots? Thank you very much. And you shall now realize melee strength 1, melee strength 3. We're actually gaming. We never need leather boots. Let me actually get a couple. Can I buy a couple? Yeah. Okay. At least want 2. So now we can move on to the next piece of the puzzle, which I need to figure out really quick. Alright, next up on the list is just thieving, thieving, thieving. We gotta get to that 50 thieving requirement, because that kinda just unlocks everything for us. Alright, this should be very fast. Thieving XP, bada bing, bada boom. 24. So we do need 25. 5 for what I want to do, so let's just go grab that really quick, like stealing some cakes or something. Alright, nice and easy, 25 thieving. We can steal from fruit stalls, which is a very good method, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing something that came into the game relatively recently that some of you have probably done, but didn't quite realize what it gives you. So I'm hoping I can get it completed and get a nice little kickstart here. Also, wanted to go ahead and spend these graceful marks pretty fast here. I'm going to do this a little bit inefficiently, according to some, because, reason being, a lot of our power budget is going to be in gloves, boots, amulet, probably not cape, and then maybe shield slot, but that doesn't matter. For the graceful set, it is technically better, I believe, to just grab here. I would get like boots, cape, and head, technically, but I don't want to get boots. So I think the best thing for me to do, cape would be fine. I could get a cape and another piece. But instead, I'm just gonna get the two big ones out of the way because I have precisely enough to just go ahead and grab the top and the legs. And we're just going to be staying in this for the vast majority of the time because defensive armor isn't actually going to do much for us. It's nice to have, but we shouldn't need it for anything that we're doing anytime soon. So what I'm actually going to do is just drop off all of my tank armor and not worry about it for the time being and go get some more questing done with just my simple stuff on. Yes, I'm bald, bro. Not IRL, though, so don't curse me. Maybe that just cursed me. Maybe I'll be bald tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, kind of lucky. Like Beekeeper random event almost immediately. We get another XP lamp. I think I'm not opposed to just keep slamming these into prayer for now. It's going to be a problem skill. I need to keep putting it in there. I don't really have an option. I'm going to put this in quest junk. And now you will see we are going to be doing the quest Ethically Acquired Antiquities for 6,000 Thieving XP, which should be a nice jump. But first, we do need to get Shield of Arab done, so I'm going to have to bring out the main and get that underway. Oh my god, our first riveting content, I forgot. Look at me go. Literally beating the shit out of this guy. Oh my god, we hit a 5 now, bro. We're cooking. We're cooking. Hold on. We max a 5? It's GG. I'm going to kill Jad immediately. Okay, I had to make an alt. Don't worry about it. It took forever. Not really. But finding someone in that French chat was impossible. Shield of Arab is done, so I can actually do the thing that I wanted to do in the first place. Instead of having to do the quest where you have to make an alt, because that's stupid. Why would they do that? Anyway, let's go get this quest out of the fucking way. And we're off to a place that we're going to spend a lot of time. Varlamore is insane. Varlamore Part 3 is around the corner. Don't know what this account's going to be able to do there. If we can do, somehow, get a completion of the Doom of Maquidal, we're insane. Okay? We're literally insane. And I'm excited. Alright. Free quest while I ate dinner. 30 thieving. Just like that, dude. Now, we do still have 20 levels that we got to get, and I'm going to figure out how exactly we're going to do that real quick. Okay, current plan of action is do X marks the spot into Client of Kourend, into Queen of Thieves, into stealing the fruit stalls, I think. I don't know if Queen of Thieves is actually going to be that necessary. It probably won't be, but I guess I'll do it anyway just to get the teleport on the, whatever it's called, it's the Book of the Dead, but it's before the Koret's Memoirs. Probably good for us to go ahead and grab all of those teleports if we can. I don't remember if there's any hard fights, but regardless, we should be able to handle what we need to handle. Okay, this should be X marks the spot, and then we get a little bit of something, something. We're going to do Client of Kourend for the, I think he gives us another lamp. But what I'm going to do with this one is I would like to kickstart farming if possible. Because I can't remember if you could do a quest at level 1 to get it up. Maybe Fairy Tale or something like that. But it never hurts to at least give farming a little kick in the butt. The only other thing I could justify is magic, because this account can't, literally, I cannot train magic at the current moment. I will have to do quests or lamps. So this is an interesting decision. I suppose I could do Arceus Library. I don't know if that has a requirement. Let me check. I'm going to go ahead and confirm magic. For a couple reasons. One, Arceus Library does 15 times your magic level if you claim magic XP. So just getting that initial kick is very valuable. Instead of doing 15 XP at a time, I'm suddenly doing 60 XP at a time. So very good there. Okay, we're going the right way. I don't know what that bad thing was. Yeah, Quest Override I think is going to be a 50-50. So if this video does get launched into the algorithm, comment below. Let me know how we're feeling about the Quest Override button. I think next up will be like Fairy Tale, Demon Slayer, Shadow of the Storm. That's 3 already. So I already need 90 more quest points to get those overrides. I guess a little bit less because I'm at 39. So 81 quest points to get those overrides. I should be able to squeak it out, but those are like 3 pretty critical early game quests that I'm going to have to sort of wiggle my way around. So I think this is a good little system here. If I put this at the beginning of the video, this is going to get completely cut out. That's cool, which it probably is. I was doing this whole quest and I forgot they made minecarts free, dude. Alright, Precursor to Yama completed. 2 antique lamps. Let me go double check the XP on these guys. Okay, so we get 1,000 XP in a skill of our choice. This is actually interesting. I am fairly tempted to put this on farming over prayer, because we're about to unlock some good prayer training. I think I will do it. I know everyone's like, but you're herb lord. I got a plan for that, don't you worry. We got plans. I'm going to kickstart farming here because I think it's going to be nice to have in the future. Should be 9? Yeah. 9 farming allows us to grow Guam leaf, which should be fairly simple to do. That's the big reason I did it, so we can at least get that going. And it'll give us a little bit of Tangle Root damage when we do get there, which should be fairly soon. We do have to get 20 more quest points before we can buy that, if we even want to buy that, but I think we should. Alright, next up, thieving. You thought we were thieving? We're actually going to go kill the Great Olm. You know? We're definitely going to go do that. We're not. We're not going to do that. We need to get a scav room first. Bada bing, bada boom. Scav. And when we get the scav room, we can go, hopefully, just punch some scavs to death. It might take me a second. I'm going to see. I just need a lockpick. I don't know how good this is going to be, but you can find out with me. Oh, I'm going to die swiftly, huh? I think it's fine, though, right? Because they don't reset HP. Surely. Oh my god, we hit a 6. Watch, lockpick first drop. That's all we need. Straight up. Lockpick first drop. That's all we need. Dying literally doesn't matter. I'm not a hardcore. Ow. Lockpick? Fuck. Ow. Since I'm going to die anyway, let's set this up. Put me back at the start. Yep. Alright, I will be here until a lockpick. Wish me luck, friends. It's so free. It's so free. It's so free. It's so free. Okay. Now, for those of you who are not initiated, this is a crucial item for a couple of reasons. Oh yeah, we have to do this. I forgot. How do I... Leave. Leave. Okay. So we have to reload the raid now until we hit a thieving room first. I guess I'll be back when I find thieving. This could take a while. Okay. It took about, I don't know, 3 minutes. So now, start the raid, begin the raid, enter the raid, and we go over to the thieving room. We need to find a circle. Let's see. Maybe... This layout's kind of ass, isn't it? This might be fine. This might be fine. This might be fine. We just go blah, 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 like this for the next 500 years. See you then. So, for those of you wondering why we are over here doing this, check out that little XP per hour over there. You can kind of push this pretty freaking far, pretty early. Nearly 50k an hour is a little bit absurd, if you ask me. And you can come here at level 1, I believe. I don't know if the XP scales or not, or like success rate. I'm sure it does, to some degree. But this is pretty good, considering fruit tops, I think, were like... Or fruit stalls were somewhere in the, like, 35-ish K range, where we're getting 48k over here. And if you, like, super focused and didn't go out of order like I just did, this is insane. So, if you needed a thieving method on your early account, just head on over. All you gotta do is drop grubs every now and then. So the way you could do it is just find yourself a circle like this. Ideally, every box is one tick away, right? So we're just going around in a circle, clicking all of our boxes. And if you happen to have one that's open, eventually in your rotation, usually what I will do, if I hit it, is... Well, I didn't, but just drop the grubs in between and try not to fuck up the cycle like I did because I'm bad. But, hey man, this is good thieving XP. We'll probably stay here until... Probably until 50. Like, I don't see a reason to switch, really. So, see y'all when I see y'all. Little 40 thieving. Alright, alright, alright. 10 more to go. 49. We're getting a relatively steady 45.9k an hour here. We have 9.5k to go, so, you know, another 10-15 minutes here, and we are off to the races, baby. Not too bad. Alrighty. Wealthy citizens, silver stalls, wall safes in the rogue's den. Bet you can't guess where we're going, huh? We're going to the rogue's den. Damn it, I think. Right? Yeah, damn it. A little XP lamp while we're waiting for run to recharge. And, yeah, I think I'm good to roll with prayer there. Bada bing, bada boom. 35, we still need 43, because we don't have the most important things in the game. Alright, did better on run conservation that go round. Let's see. Please! No! Surely, though. Dude, oh no! I'm hopping worlds if I fuck up. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Cut that. Rogue equipment. Mask. Boom. I'm gonna rob a fucking bank. Put him up! Alright, we do the slow walk up. Number 2 coming in, right here. It's so free. Watch this. Fucking... Ow! Okay. 2 out of 5. Holy freaking schmoly, man. Little top action. I don't have the clog plugin on. Let me turn that on. Get the chat notification and a little pop-up action. Because we like fun. Please, bro. I've gotten like 4 kits, I swear. Dude! I am going! I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I have 3 in the bank. I've dropped at least another 3, bro. We still have 2 pieces. You're supposed to be done with this in like 10 or so. Dude, I'm gonna freak out. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. How? Okay, don't click the wrong thing. Shut up. Trousers. How's your trousers? Whoops. Don't need that store ever. Pants. Alright. Top, bottom, pants, gloves, boots. 2 more. It's so free, 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 it's so... Fuck! Hey, okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. We're so close. Oh my god. You have no idea how long this has taken me. I had to re-log in, by the way. I had to take a break, get some food, do something else for a second. This has taken way longer than it should have, but here we are. One more. No milking, no milking, no milking. Dude, it's so easy. Okay, bless, bless, bless. All right. That is the full rogue's outfit. And now let me go hobble on over. It's 3 a.m., by the way. You can't see the clock, but it is literally 3 a.m. Let me go hobble over and put my cool stuff on. Hold on, I want to wear this and this and this because I feel cool when I wear these things. Okay. All that really matters. We need a teleport to Varrock. Think we can just chronicle. We need to get more chronicle charges. But all of that will be resolved momentarily. Just you wait. Showed up at a beautiful time to show you what's going on. So, since we have the rogue's outfit, we get double GP reward from pickpocketing. And we can get double house keys. As you saw, 2 house keys popped into my inventory there. And I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'll show you what the house keys do for us. But as you can see, 96 XP per pickpocket is so good. So good. So about 2.5k every time we get to do one of those little pickpocketing sessions. And on top of that, I believe it happens every like a minute and a half. You get to do that little session. But then we also get the house keys. And if you've never done this before, I forget what this plugin's called, but you pop into the house. I usually just go to the middle, and you just start stealing. So you'll get AFK XP, you'll get these valuables that you can trade to the guy next to the bank over here for some extra GP, but also occasionally a little yellow arrow will spawn over one of the objects in the room, one of the pieces of furniture. And when you're stealing there, I believe you have an increased chance to find actual jewelry or bone statuettes. And if we get the bone statuettes, we can break them down into bone shards, and that becomes one of our best prayer methods, at least for now, until I can think of something better. You can also mine the bone shards in, I was going to say Camdozel, not Camdozel. The Perilous Moon's place, I forget what it's called. But you can mine it over there as well, which is probably going to be where I go for a good bit once I get the requirements. The problem is we need 48 Slayer. It's not really a problem, it's just going to take a little bit for me to get to that because I can only punch things and kick things. So I think once I am able to grab an Amulet of Strength from here and maybe some other jewelry, we're going to head over to Arceus Library. Arceus? However you say it. Barceus? I don't know. We're going to head over to Kourend. We're going to go to the library and get our magic to, I believe, 49 is what we have to get it to. Is it 49? Where am I? Who's this? What is life? Where am I? Oh, yeah, I forgot. They changed it. So, jewelry enchantments, it's in here. And then 49, correct? Yes. Ruby and Topaz jewelry, which also gives us, of course, Sapphire and Emerald for some, Ring of Duelings, games, necklaces, things of the nature. I'm going to be camped out here for a good while until I can get some of those things, and hopefully I'll grab them, and then I can wrap up the episode for us. Well, there's something, I guess. Games Necklace is not the worst thing in the world. It's not great, because we have minigame teleport to Berthorpe, and that's kind of the main one you use it for. There's an argument for, like, BA, and then I don't even remember what's on there. Wintertodd? Yeah. It's mostly just Berthorpe, so it's nice, but it's not all that necessary. Also forgot these things drop easy clues, but if you haven't thought about it yet, clues are going to be a little bit weird for this account, because we can't wear weapons, and there are a few emote clues that require us to do so. So they're not impossible by any means, but we do have a couple of steps that we just straight up can't do. Thankfully, I don't think we need clues for anything that I can think of. Like manacles would be cool, I guess. So maybe I'll do mediums. And if I can get manacles, that'd be cool. But I mean, climbing boots, and then I don't know if I'll be able to get mixed-eyed boots. We'll have to see. I think climbing boots will hold me over for now, and maybe we go for manacles if we really feel the need to. But I can't see a reason to fuss over clue scrolls too much at this point in the account. So we'll probably just keep clue scrolls around, and if we ever think of something that we might need for them, we can go from there. All right, gonna run over here and do the valuables trade-in. We did get a sapphire ring, which is also very useful. Recoil rings on this account are going to go a long way, I think. You do have to go through this dialogue, and then you can finally do this. So 24k from, like, I don't know, 5 house keys, something like that. We have 44k already, and we can just keep going, you know? Getting this unlocked almost as soon as possible, to me, seems like a no-brainer on, like, any Ironman. If you don't know, like, the strats, or you don't want to follow a certain guide or whatever, this is not too bad. You just do agility to 50, just go to every rooftop course, get it to 50, do some quests, whatever. Doesn't really matter, get some graceful along the way. Get that 50 thieving, go to rogues, come here. Gravy, dude. It's a gravy. Look at this. One more level and we would have the desert treasure requirement. Not that that matters for this account, but for most Ironmen, that's pretty cool. And it only took me, I don't know, maybe 4 hours to get to 53? Maybe. I might be stretching it a little bit, but like I was just doing some quests and stuff. You don't even have to quest. You could run straight over to chambers and just do 1 to 50 thieving in like 2.5-ish hours. Go do your agility in like, I don't know, 6. Agility takes a little bit longer. But yeah, this just seems like a good strat. I don't know. That's my 2 cents while I try to get this damn ruby necklace amulet. No! I mean, that's prayer XP. That's not no. This is what you break down. I need a chisel, but I don't have one. I think it's 325 per statuette. Let's go find out, you and I, after this house. Okay, my recording, like, super bugged out. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad my file didn't corrupt. I honestly don't know what I'm going to have as far as... Let me go check. Okay, so it looks like it bugged out when I tried to see how many blessed bone shards you get per statue. It is not 1,000. I wish it was. It's 125, which is about... What is that? 5, 6... Like 600-ish XP doing the Teomat thing. So I've been doing this for a while. As you can see, I have a bunch of jewelry in my inventory. I'll pop up on screen what the drop chance of all this different jewelry in my inventory is. We're getting, like, kind of unlucky, I think, to hit the ruby amulet. There is technically another way to do this over at Temperos, but the reason I'm not doing Temperos is because I really want the prayer XP. Like, I do think prayer XP is going to be a pretty big choke point for me, because it would probably take me 10 minutes to kill one dragon. Maybe even more. At this point, probably more. I could maybe do baby dragons or something. But picking up big bones in the wilderness and going to Chaos Altar, those are 52 XP apiece, which should have been in the recap, which isn't great. You know, that's only 10 bone shards. So as long as I can get one of the statues every, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, it's kind of fine. It's not that big of a deal. And we're also making progress towards the prayer XP and towards... Wait, what? That's what I was just talking about. We're making progress towards the strength amulet, as well as making a bunch of money. So we'll have that sorted out for the future of the account as well. So, again, waiting for the ruby amulet. Once I got it, we can move on to the Arceus library and hopefully get this video wrapped up. And if you're wondering exactly why I have so many house keys, it's because I did the AFK Wealthy Citizens while I was making the intro to this video, which was my first, like, I guess, real attempt at editing and, like, doing a little script. It's definitely not my forte by any means, but I figured I should put a little bit of effort into the intro and then give you the live commentary, the me part of the video. And this is what you get, so... Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. We'll have this amulet soon, I promise. One more thing that I noted in the corrupted video file, I guess, that I lost. We're at 59 thieving, almost 60. We do have RD Knights available. I am not going to be concerned with those, like, at all. I think this is pretty much going to be the thieving rotation for a good while, at least until Amulet plus a bunch of Prayer XP. Well, we have an Amulet of Magic, I guess. Not quite what I was looking for. Let's go do a quick drop-off of the valuables, just in case we get caught. From 195 to 243k. The money problems truly are just, they're going to be non-existent. Okay, not too much longer after that, and we have hit the Ruby Amulet. Boys, I do hope you enjoyed this first episode. Let me take you over to where we're going to be for a little bit, show you what I'll be doing for the next bit, and where I'll be getting back to you. You guys, I'm not kidding, I just realized this. I have been going for this pet on my main Bro, when did that happen? Dude. Huh? I'm so tilted. Dude, what do you mean? I've gotten this pet on, like, every single alt that I've made, and I can't get it on my main to save my life. This is... Dude, when did that happen? I don't have it on video? I didn't get a pop-up? Maybe I did? Dude, I was so delirious at, like, 3 a.m. I don't know when this happened. Well, that's unexpected. I guess he can come with me. Sure, man. You can... Yeah, man. You can come with me. Let me switch your left click to walk here, though, so I don't accidentally click on you. Wait, that's so sick. Oh, dude. I hope I can find when that happened. I'm so confused. What? I'm still in disbelief. Anyway, I haven't done this in a while, so I believe I can just go around, grab a bunch of books. I can't help the same dude twice, so now I go, like, just in a circle. Help this guy. Okay, I don't have that one, so now I gotta go find it. Damn it. But, hold on. Alright, let's see if we can chain together some of these books now. Boom. And then we help Villia. Boom. And then we go around... Did I not give it to him? For sure I did. Go here. Okay, I gotta go get the same book again. But to save us some headache here, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I cannot believe this, by the way. It's actually incredible. Wait, if I examine, does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. Okay. So anyway, if we read this, we gain magic XP. It'll be 60, right? So we don't get a level. We do this again. 60. We get a level. Boom. Now level 5. We can cast Water Strike, but that doesn't matter for this account. Now it's up to 75 XP. Boom. So, the more books we get, the more XP per hour this will be. The higher our level is, the better it will be for our XP per hour as well. And this is pretty much where I have to be for the time being until... I guess it's debatable. I could do, like, some... I don't know, cursing stuff? Low alchemy? I don't know. It's not great to do these for training. I think this is just going to be faster, so we'll probably stick here until 49, maybe 55 for high alchemy, but we don't necessarily need high alchemy just yet. But we are going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Fist and Kicks. Look forward to the next one. We're going to be getting some BIS amulets. We're going to be trying to push some of the harder PVM, get some more quests out of the way, and get this account to a spot where it can take on the Barrows brothers.